live streaming can be a struggle. Hey guys, and welcome back to another random distractions video. Before I go on this one, I wanted to mention that I did reach out to the person that won the 1917 Blu-ray, but I haven't heard back from him. So Charles, if you see this video, let me know in the comments. I'll try to send another email out. But yeah, if you don't get it, let me know in the comments of this video if you happen to see it, so that I can try to get that out to you. So I've joined the SVS happy hour a few times, and unfortunately due to my schedule, I haven't been able to join the last few. And actually just last week, there were only about a little over 2 miles from my house at Nebraska Furniture Mart doing live demos and doing the SVS happy hour from there. But unfortunately, I was not able to attend. I did catch a little bit of the stream, and I saw the struggle that they were having with trying to broadcast live. It would freeze up sometimes or do weird things. You know, it's too bad that that happened. But I went back later on and kind of saw a little bit more of the demos that they showcase there. And I wondered, you know, I wonder what that would sound like in my system. I do have dual SP3000s, and I'm always looking for demos to see what my system is capable of. When they did their demos, it looked like they did have physical media for each of the ones that they did. And for the ones that I'm doing, they're all going to be streamed in some form or fashion. And I think it's going to be a running theme, but for the most part, I don't know if I'm getting as good dynamics as I am because I am streaming them, but we'll see how that goes. Hopefully though, this sounds a little bit better than what they were able to accomplish or tried to accomplish during the live stream. Although I wish, like I said, I would have been there because I'm sure it would have been really awesome to hear those dual PB16s that they had running on that day. So they first started off with Cymatics by Nigel Sanford. I think that's how you say it. But I was able to find this on YouTube, and since it was kind of just a music video, I decided to set up the 2.2 configuration on my Anthem instead of doing the full 5.2. This, of course, is running on the YouTube app on my Xbox, and going through the Anthem MRX 1140, which is, of course, going to the Emotiva Basics A5, which is then feeding the rest of the system, which is the Arundel's 1961 towers and bookshelf speakers, and then a 1723S center channel. But like I said, for this specific one, I only did the 2.2, which is going to be the 1961 towers and the dual SP3000s.
The film we are about to see has no characters. If you spare a little of your imagination, it is a film to describe to you the effect of cymatic frequencies on matter.
Next up, they had a clip from The Greatest Showman, and this was to highlight vocals going through a center channel in a home theater setup. And I can definitely see, after seeing this clip and hearing this clip, I can definitely see why they choose that. It sounds really amazing, hearing that lady's voice, starting off quiet and then having really loud portions in the song, and then there's also like the accompanying orchestra and things like that that really are highlighted in this clip. This one I was able to stream off of the Disney Plus app on the Xbox as well, and I did switch over to the 5.2 configuration on the Anthem.
I'm trying to hold my breath, let it stay this way, can't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me, getting louder now, can you hear it echoing? Take my hand, will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, all the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little, these hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never enough, never enough for me, for me, for me. All the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little, these hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never, never, never enough, never, never, never enough for me, for me, for me. For me.
The next clip that they showed was from Spider-Man Far From Home, and this was the portion where Spider-Man is talking to Nick Fury and he's telling him about Mysterio not being who he is, and this portion was to highlight the surround capabilities of a home theater system. And even though they had I believe it was, oh, now I'm trying to remember. I think it might have been a 7.2.2 system. So I will only have a 5.2 system, so I don't have any height channels or Atmos speakers. It's just the 5 speakers. But despite that, during this demo, I was still getting a lot of what they were, trying to showcase, which was Mysterio's voice just coming from all around you. And it did feel like that in my system. This one was running off of the Stars app on the Xbox, and also the anthem was set to a 5.2 configuration. I will say for this one, when I was trying to record it, compared to the other ones that I did, this one I actually had to turn down a little bit because the differences between the really loud parts and the lower parts was a lot bigger. So for this one at least, the dynamics seemed to be a little bit better than what the other ones were. So it didn't feel like maybe that it was as compressed as maybe some of the other ones. So that is something interesting that I found. But like I said, when I was not recording, being able to listen to it at a louder volume really made those differences, come to life.
So, is there anything you want to tell us about your girlfriend?
He's talking about Edith.
Look, I know I made a mistake, and I'm sorry, but he is not who you think he is. Beck is a liar. Mysterio, the Elementals is all fake. He has some sort of illusion tech, and that's how he tricked you guys, and he tricked me into giving him Edith. It's a projector. I pulled it off the fire monster in Prague.
So all that death and destruction we witnessed was created by this?
No, not just this. I think he's using drones.
Well, if this is true, then Beck's very dangerous and we need to be smart. Who else did you tell about this? Parker? Parker!
What's wrong?
It's Beck. He's here.
What? Hill?
No, he's just in a... Yuri!
Wow, Peter. Wow. I thought we were close. Yuri always had to die, but not you.
Stop hiding, Beck!
I tried to help you walk away. Now you're making me do this. You told me you were just a kid. You told me you wanted to run after that girl.
Help me!
MJ!
Peter, what's going on?
I know this isn't real.
Do you know?
MJ! MJ!
I don't think you know what's real, Peter. You need to wake up!
And lastly, I haven't joined all the SVS happy hours, but I have heard a little bit of chatter about Larry liking to showcase the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, and apparently Gary doesn't or is not as fond of that. However, while they were doing this live broadcast, the Dallas audience convinced Larry to go ahead and play it, so Gary had to give in. This one I had to play off of the Paramount Plus app, and the difference between this one though is that I did have to use my LG TV to run that instead of going through the Xbox, only because I haven't set up the Paramount Plus app in the Xbox, and so I'm like, well, I'll just do it through here. It is set up as a 5.2 in the Anthem though, as far as the audio is concerned. While looking at this video, look out for a little highlight that I put on there, where there's a certain section in that scene that they showed that is actually kind of cool sound-wise.
Where we going, guys?
Johnny, what's the fastest way back to Manhattan?
We just need to stay on this road. We can get to the maintenance hatch at the bottom of the hill. There's a sewer line 2.4 miles from here.
Like, hey, let him know up there.
I'm on it! Oh, no!
Beck, go, 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 go!
are we?
Actually, we're on a bit of a shortcut, but we need to keep going down, straight down.
Just keep going straight. What's up, Angel King?
My shell's cracked. Just tape it up.
Allow me to be the badass for once. Hang on, Leo! This is yanking!
I've always wanted to try this.
I got you, brother! One car down, 2 to go!
All right, that's it. I'll take it from here.
So this last one, even though it had that one cool bass note that you kind of see in the frequency or the RTA, that it's kind of, you know, moving right to left. So it sounds really cool, and it looks cool on the graph as well. It was a little bit underwhelming, and I don't know if that's, you know, basically not having physical media versus streaming, or like I mentioned, since I was running it through the LG instead of the Xbox app, I actually have noticed a difference between using apps on the TV versus the Xbox. Spotify has a really discernible difference between the two, even though I basically running it the same as far as the Anthem goes in a 2.2 configuration typically. Well, that's all I have for this video. Hopefully the demos came across pretty well. I still wish I would have been able to join SVS at NFM when they were there, to be able to listen to these live and maybe even be able to compare to what they sounded like in my system afterwards. But as far as listening to them in my system, I thought this sounded really great. So these are definitely really great demos to try out if you haven't had a chance to. You know, check them out for sure. And if you have physical media, you know, then definitely go that route versus having to stream them. But they, you know, they still sounded pretty decent. So anyway, I would definitely appreciate a like, of course, on this video. Make sure to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when the next one drops. And until then, I hope you have a good one.